everybody. It's Tristan from the Butler Area Public Library. Long time no see. I am here to premiere Season 2 of What's New With Ya, a series where I tell you all about new books that have been added to our collection here in the Young Adult Department at the Butler Library. So this season's going to be a little bit different than what we saw last season. First of all, the books that we discuss aren't necessarily all going to be brand new. Most of them will be, but some of them will be from within the last 2 or 3 years. Secondly, since it is Black History Month, I'm very excited to announce that we are going to be using this month or this season of What's New With Ya to celebrate Black stories, Black voices, and Black authors. So let's go ahead and jump right in with our first list of 5. First up, we have a fantasy book. This is Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky, and this is by Kwame Mbalia. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside cover. 7th grader Tristan Strong feels anything but strong, ever since he failed to save his best friend when they were in a bus accident together. All he has left of Eddie is the journal his friend wrote stories in. Tristan is dreading the month he's going to spend on his grandparents' farm in Alabama, where he's being sent to heal from the tragedy. On his first night there, a sticky creature shows up in his bedroom and steals Eddie's journal. Tristan chases it, is that a doll? Through the forest. And a tug of war ensues by his grandmother's mysterious and off-limits bottle tree. In a last attempt to wrestle the journal out of the creature's hands, Tristan punches the tree, accidentally ripping a hole in the sky above Mid-Pass, a volatile place with a burning sea, haunted bone ships, and iron monsters that are hunting the inhabitants of this strange world. Tristan finds himself in the middle of the battle that has left Black American gods John Henry and Brer Rabbit exhausted. In order to get back home, Tristan and these new allies will need to entice the god Anansi, the Weaver, to come out of hiding and seal the hole in the sky. But bartering with the trickster Anansi always comes at a price. Can Tristan save this world before he loses more of the things he loves? Readers who enjoyed this book also enjoyed the Percy Jackson series as well as the Heroes of Olympus series, both by Rick Riordan. This book is actually presented by Rick Riordan. And if you are interested in reading this book, then you can find it in the Young Adult Fantasy section under MBA, and this is Volume 1. All right, next up we have a mystery. So this book is called Monday's Not Coming, and this is by Tiffany D. Jackson. Now, this book does not have an inside cover, nor does it have a back cover. So what I'm going to do for you instead is read a little excerpt from the beginning of the book. This is the story of how my best friend disappeared, how nobody noticed she was gone except me, and how nobody cared until they found her 1 year later. I know what you're thinking. How can a whole person, a kid, disappear and no one say a word? Like, if the sun just up and left one day, you'd think that someone would sound an alarm, right? But Ma used to say, not everyone circles the same sun. I never knew what she meant by that until Monday went missing. You wouldn't think something like this could happen in Washington, D.C., a city full of the most powerful people in the world. No one could imagine this happening in the president's backyard. That's the way us folks in Southeast felt too. If they say we live in the shadow of the nation's capital, then how could one missing girl flip it inside out? Readers who enjoyed this book also enjoyed Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. And if you are interested in reading Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson, then you can find it in the Young Adult Mystery section under JAC. All right, next up we have a romance. This book is called Odd One Out, and this is by Nick Stone. Courtney Cooper dumped again, and normally I wouldn't mind, but right now my best friend and source of solace, Jupiter Sanchez, is ignoring me to text some girl. Ray Evelyn Chin. I assumed new girl would be synonymous with pariah, but Jupiter and Courtney make me feel like I'm right where I belong. I also want to kiss him. And her. Which is perplexing. Jupiter Charity Sanchez. The only thing worse than losing the girl you love to a boy is losing her to your boy. That means losing him too. I have to make a move. One story, 3 sides, no easy answers. Folks who enjoyed Odd One Out also enjoyed On the Come Up by Angie Thompson. And if you are interested in reading Odd One Out by Nick Stone, you can find it in the Young Adult Romance section under STL. All right, next up we have a nonfiction book, and this nonfiction book happens to be a collection of poems. This book is called Say Her Name, and this is by Zetta, Elliot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back cover. 3 powerful words demand equal justice. Say her name. Say her name and solemnly vow never to forget, nor allow our sisters' lives to be erased. Their presence cannot be replaced. This senseless slaughter must stop now. Award-winning author Zetta Elliot engages poets from the past 2 centuries to create a chorus of voices celebrating the creativity, resilience, and courage of Black women and girls. Inspired by the Say Her Name campaign launched by the African American Policy Forum, these poems pay tribute to victims of police brutality, as well as the activists championing the Black Lives Matter cause. This compelling collection reveals the beauty, danger, and magic found at the intersection of race and gender. If you would be interested in checking out Say Her Name by Zetta Elliot, then you can find it in the Young Adult Nonfiction section under 811.6 ELL. Alrighty, and closing up our list, we have a graphic novel. So this is called The Blue Road, A Fable of Migration. This is by Wayde Compton, and the illustrations are by April dela Noche Milne. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back cover. Lacuna is a girl without a family, a past, or a proper home. She lives alone in a swamp made of ink. But with the help of Polaris, a will-o'-the-wisp, she embarks for the fabled northern kingdom, where she might find people like her. The only way to get there, though, is to travel the strange and dangerous blue road that stretches to the horizon like a mark upon a page. Along the way, Lacuna must overcome obstacles such as the twisted briars of the thicket of tickets and the intractable guard at the rainbow border. At the end of her treacherous journey, she reaches a city where memory and vision can be turned against you, in a world of dazzling beauty, divisive magic, and unlikely deliverance. Finally, Lacuna learns that leaving, arriving, returning, they're all just different words for the same thing. Starting over again. Readers who enjoyed The Blue Road also enjoyed Witchlight by Jesse Zarbarsky. And if you are interested in reading The Blue Road by Wayde Compton, illustrations by April dela Noche Milne, then you can find it in our graphic novel room, which I'm in now, under COM. All right, and that does it for our premiere episode of What's New With Ya, Black History Month edition. I hope to see you again next Friday for another list of 5 new titles. In the meantime, if you need any help accessing our catalog, placing an item on hold, or scheduling an item for curbside pickup, please feel free to give us a call. We are always here to help. See you next time.